Hello, everybody. I'm super excited to be here with my friend Yotam, CEO of Cyera. We're announcing an incredible joint partnership at our March Catalyst event, the coming together of Cohesity and Cyera, incredible brands in our own regard, driving the future of AI-powered data security. So in the conversation, we're going to talk a lot about where these two spaces are going. Thank you for taking some time with us.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Maybe you can tell us first, from a customer's perspective, what is going on in this world of data and AI, SPM, and why should customers care?
Absolutely. So I think, data security is not a new topic, but with AI, it's become the most urgent, the most important topic for so many CISOs. CISOs are trying to understand what data does their organization have before they unleash the agents and the AI on it. They really have to figure out what's going on, what they have, and what these AI agents are going to be able to touch. What are they going to be able to edit? What are they going to be able to impact? So DSPM, Data Security Posture Management, has become a top priority for so many organizations this year in order to enable this AI transformation, which we're all so excited about, but at the same time, a little scared, and rightfully so, maybe.
That's so true. And when I've described Cyera to my friends among the CIO and CISO community, what these folks do at Cyera so well is they discover and inventory all your data, cloud, on-prem, allow you to detect what's sensitive, what's not sensitive data, what's old, not being used data. And once you have that inventory, you can then decide what's the best security posture you need. Is that a simple way of describing?
I think that is exactly the foundation that our platform is built on, being able to make sense of the data at the enterprise scale. And who better than Cohesity knows the complexity of the enterprise scale with data?
Where do you see this world going? There's an entire aspect of agents and AI that people are either worried about.
Yep.
Can we play defense and offense on AI and agents? How do you view this evolve in the next few years?
Yeah. So I think everybody's feeling like there's going to be more agents than human employees in most of these enterprises. And that's going to happen sooner rather than later. When you think about what it's going to take to enable that in a way that we all feel comfortable with, and especially from a compliance and regulatory standpoint for some of the organizations we serve that have to be very, very careful with the things they do, you think about that and you're going to have to be able to profile this agent's behavior throughout its life cycle. What data can it access? What data has it accessed? Has it swayed or varied from the blueprint of the good? What is this agent supposed to do? What is the intent of the agent? Is it the actions it's taking serving that intent, or have they swayed or went aside to a different purpose? This has to be built into the stack in order to enable agentic AI for the enterprise. And we are completing our capability set to be able to provide that end-to-end across the different places where agents are being deployed, where agents are operating, everywhere from the endpoint, if somebody's running it on the endpoint, to the proprietary AI systems provided by some of the bigger players. I think that our partnership and the ability to come together and offer the customers best-of-breed platforms that are very well connected, that they integrate intimately, that they have the joint connection where they are getting a 1 + 1 = 3. I think that that's the magic that you brought to the table, Sanjay. And, the ability to say, we're experts in our domain, we're the best at what we do, and we want to work with other companies that have that expertise in their domain, in an adjacent domain, and really bring the best solution to the customers together. I really, applaud you on that, because at your scale and size, the easiest thing would have been to go pick up some player in the space and say, we've got it too. But I think that you have so much wisdom in, leaning into this partnership in that regard and saying, we're going to do what we do at the highest level that the world can offer. And we're going to partner with like-minded companies to really bring the best experience to the customers end to end, where we are experts and where others are experts together.
Yeah, I think part of that's just, from my years at both SAP and VMware, you want to either build the best or partner with the best. And if we're not going to build something because we feel there's somebody else who's got the best tech and our customers are telling us, go and integrate with that, we're going to go do that. And that's how we felt. And, what we want to be able to do is tell our customers, when you've discovered and inventoried all the data, which you do with a product like yours, you can then set a backup policy very easily. And we've now built integration so that if you detect that there's something that's not being used at all, maybe you delete that data. Why do you want to back it up? It's never been used. Or if it's highly sensitive information, highly confidential, you back it up first, right? So there's a very natural integration. And when all of you customers see our demos, you will see a seamless integration I often call it like the camera inside a phone. An iPhone or Samsung phone does not need to build their own camera. They embed somebody else's, but make sure it's best of breed and integrated. So you'll see such an integrated experience between Cohesity and Cyera. You won't actually know where one screen ends and the other screen begins in terms of the UI and so on and so forth. And that's a tribute to our joint engineers. So I'm very excited about the potential. Any last words of wisdom to our joint customers?
Yeah, I think first of all, this partnership is just beginning, and we're going to deepen it over the next few years and really find the best ways to support our customer in the journey to enable data in the organization. It has to be protected, and that means many, many different things. You protect it in a way, we protect it in a different way, and the customers are looking for holistic solutions. I think that this partnership is only going to deepen. We're going to integrate more and more intimately and grow the joint value proposition as each of the company advances on their own. And also, I feel like, this partnership, in my mind, for Cyera is an opportunity to really start to expand our ecosystem and really say, okay, we're ready not just to deliver on our own value, but to reach out to our, allies, delivering for our customers in adjacent spaces and start to build that ecosystem that we hope the modern CIO, the modern CISO lean into. And doing that together is our pride and joy. So thank you for the trust and the trust and the partnership. Also from a culture perspective, I think the teams have gotten to spend quite a bit of time together. I think there's great alignment on the culture between the two companies, the humility, the customer obsession, focusing on the value for the customers and providing a holistic solution. So I'm super excited about this partnership kicking off.
And for us, Cohesity, for all of you customers, we have some big companies that we work with, like NVIDIA and Amazon. They're investors in our company. But when we can find an incredible entrepreneurial company that's Cyera, that's like on a moonshot in growth, it's just an honor to be able to learn from each other, help each other, and that's how the world thrives. So thank you so much, Yotam, for the partnership. I look forward to much success with our joint customers.
Thank you.